Okay, with the first one complete, I know I'm a little bit behind. I have printed out my photos and pulled out some elements from the Stop the Blur kits from Heidi Swapp. And I'm going with the whole like brown marigold theme for this one. More like a cinnamon color, not brown. And the only two photos that are competing are these two from the pool. So this one came also in the kit. So I'm thinking that I'll put the photos for this one in there so that it's an interactive element. I'll probably cut off the little flap here just so that the blue isn't on the page. So those are like the elements there. I have some stickers that are numbered from an old memory planner kit. This one, does it have the year? 2017. This is an old one. It's not even being made anymore. So it has like all the numbers for dating an undated planner. So I have this one. So I just pulled out the sheet that was already half used so that I can number the days. Oh, and I'm going to take October from here too. I think I saw one. See, look, 2018 through the 19 are the years. Yeah, here's the October that I saw that was black. So that's what we're getting from that element. And then for all my decorative pieces, I'm going with, again, the Darbi, Planet Darbi stickers. These are the printables. I'm getting the stickers soon, the actual stickers. So I just made them into, on paper. I'll fussy cut them out. So I'm really leaning towards the sepia because of those cinnamon and marigold colors. So I'm going to cut out these. And I'm thinking the coral cream colored ones, just because I really like this one and this one. This one is pinky, so it's called blush. So I'll fussy cut this side, sepia and coral cream. These will be the decorative elements on here. I'll make two interactive elements. So I have this envelope. I think I'm just going to make a flap with one of these. So we got like a pad of 3 different sized ones. So I think the marigold or this like ledger one will be cute. This will hold this and something else will go in here. This one was also an older Heidi Swapp collection. So just as things will work out, I just like the dark black kind of color. And so that's what we're going. And so, like I said, it's a new format. We did good for the last one. This is the second week in October, so let's get started. So I did appreciate using stickers to date this formatted one using the Happy Planner stickers. I will definitely leave it on my desk in case I need for it to be a go-to, along with the stamp set I used in the first layout from Happy Planner as well. These seem to fit the area designated for the date quite nicely, but I'll be honest, once I just have one date in there, the rest of the numbers really don't bother me if they get covered, nor do they have to be there, but it is actually an enjoyable process so far. I'm sure once I get into a nice groove, I will incorporate more stamping into the layouts because I think Heidi Swapp usually does as well, and she is very inspiring for this project. As I mentioned, I will fussy cut out all of these blooms, and so we're looking at the True Color Autumn collection from Planet Darbi. I used the sepia, which is more of that brownie tone florals, and then I also used the coral cream or cream coral that I had mentioned. I will leave them linked down below. Okay, I'm like where this is heading so far. I'm not sure if I'm using this element, but I always like a title. So from this collection from the Darbi, Scarecrow Fields or Harvest Wishes, I am liking the Scarecrow Kisses and Harvest Wishes. Actually, it's the same thing. And then cutting out a few of these pumpkins since I have these. So I feel like I need a little bit of orange over here because I have some pumpkins here. So maybe one of these elements and this title definitely. So I get to cutting out those elements as well. I guess having a title is just a format I am comfortable with. It probably doesn't always have to include one, but sometimes the formats you are stuck with do serve a purpose in essence. But I do like the pumpkin cluster, and then I thought about decorating that little pull tab. Then I also thought about using that wheelbarrow right there. I don't use the wheelbarrow because I just like the whole floral element of having everything together, and being flowers is what really spoke to me. And I do leave those pumpkins on that tab card, and I make it a flip down more little index card too, just to hold journaling. So as I go back, so when you see my still photos, they exclude my journaling because sometimes a little is a little bit more precious. Oh yes, meet my new dachshund right there. So in the pictures on the Instagram too, they don't have my journaling, but I will see how it works out and know how to fit journaling in better for weeks 3 and 4 in October, which I am currently filming just so I can get caught up because we are in the first week of November, and I never want to be like too far behind, because then you forget the details of each of these days that I do. But you know, for me, I am definitely in a habit of a daily photo a day, at least one photo. But for me, mostly I probably take about 10, 20, 30, depending if there's an event. So there's always reference to go back to as what I did that day. I may not recall because I don't take pictures of like what I eat or, you know, text messages and stuff, but definitely there's always like an inspiration that catches me. So I screenshot it. There's always something that I do with my kid and I take a picture of her doing it, even if it's her eating dinner. Just because I kind of suffer with a picky eater, so sometimes it's challenging. So as I look over my spread right here, I try to get, you know, things in every corner. I also decide to place things and then I'll cut off excess parts, like you just saw me there, cut off a leaf to that flower because I really loved that one. And so I just make it as balanced as I always can with the darks and the lights, and having things in each of the corners, at least for me, always makes sense when approaching memory planning and documenting these memories. Okay, that will wrap up this layout as well. This one came out simple, but I still love the interactive pieces. So we have this one here. Remember, we have a little flip pocket here, or not flip pocket, but just a flip here that will have journaling behind it. And then this little envelope will flip out and show the concert that we had went to here. So again, I just kind of hid the photos that were competing. So with this blue and these blue pictures too, I just didn't want those to be kind of seen, and having them in these elements works perfectly. You saw me make but cut the flower in half, and I had a little boo-boo, but have it off of that one as well. And then added this little garnish too, so that way there was enough, not keeping this blank. I might add one more flower up here, like a little sprig of something, but I like this too. So definitely good so far, I think. Leave me a comment down below by all means, because like I said, this is a new format for me. So we did this one, I'll go in and add my journaling, and then we did this one. It's different size and horizontal. What do you think so far? I'd love to hear your comments down below. As always, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give this video a thumbs up, and until next time, everyone, keep it crafty.